Vape Wars. Yes, it's the Vape Wars on the vape, e-cigarette.
Yeah, there's some development in the vape wars. Very interesting. Now, this is a clip I've been holding on to for a week. This is Junior Senator Mitt Romney proposing some vaping legislation.
Senator Berkeley and I put together a piece of legislation that does four things. One, it makes these flavors illegal. Number two, it insists on closed tanks, a closed system, as opposed to one that people can add THC and other products to. Three, it puts a lot more money into advertising on social media and other media sources to go to kids. And finally, it pays for that advertising by putting an excise tax on nicotine, just like the excise taxes on nicotine in cigarettes. If that legislation were to pass, my presumption is we would have a dramatic impact on reducing the number of kids that get addicted to nicotine.
So, now, of course, we know from following this whole story that the Master States Agreement basically called for taxes and penalty fees to be paid by the big tobacco companies as a kind of reparation for the destruction that they have caused, and that this did not apply to vaping because it's not tobacco, it's nicotine. So there is our big Bain Capital douchebag billionaire Romney coming in. Don't worry, we'll put some tax on it because all of the states had already taken out written bonds. They were already spending the money before they got it. Smoking is down significantly because of vaping, and that is part of this whole, well, we've gone through this if you followed the vape wars. This is all a scam. The idea is, get back on tobacco, you stupid slaves. There'll be none of this this vaping. We can't have that. And it looked like everything was going in the right direction. The big tobacco companies were happy. We had the first lady all over this because of, as the president said, she has a son. If you recall, she has a son and she doesn't want him to vape. Oh, shit, we have a son. Yeah, that guy, that kid, who is taller than he is at this point. But now it looks like the president has done a little one-twosie, the old backflip, the old pull the rug underneath from underneath the tobacco companies. Trump is reversing course on flavored vape ban, leaving it unclear whether government will act. Washington Post and Reuters. U.S. President Donald Trump said on Monday he will be meeting with vaping industry officials, which I think is Justin the drug dealer, as well as medical and political officials to discuss vaping and e-cigarettes. We will be meeting with representatives of the vaping industry, together with medical professionals and individual state representatives, to come up with an acceptable solution to the vaping and e-cigarette dilemma. Children's health and safety, together with jobs, will be a focus, he said on Twitter. Trump did not give time for the meeting, so he's putting the squeeze on the tobacco guys. He's figured it out. If he didn't realize it already, he was hoodwinked. And the power of I actually accused him of kowtowing to the tobacco industry because he was all in on this. And all of a sudden, whoops. So we'll see what happens.
Maybe he listens to the show.
Oh, God. God, can you imagine? Where's my invite?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, where's my invite to sleep in the Lincoln bedroom?
Yeah, well, you could have done it in the past because when Clinton was president, he just had a fee schedule.
Yeah, well, I couldn't afford it.
I think it was $250,000 to spend the night there.
And here's this is an interesting campaign. You may have heard about it. South Dakota has a meth problem, and I'm sure that they have done work on this, and that they have done.
All the northern states have a meth problem,
right? But South Dakota has a very interesting campaign to combat the meth. First, we'll hear from the South Dakota governor.
I'm Governor Kristi Noem. South Dakota's meth crisis is growing at an alarming rate. It impacts every community in our state, and it threatens the success of the next generation. This is our problem, and together we need to get on it. If you see something happening or you know of someone who needs help, call 1-800-920-4343 or go to onmeth.com. Let's get meth out of South Dakota.
So the campaign took an interesting tactic, a version of reverse psychology, which is why I wanted to deconstruct it here. This is the most recent 30-second spot Meth, we're on it.
I'm on meth.
I'm on meth.
I'm on it too. So am I.
So am I.
I'm on meth.
Meth is not someone else's problem. It's everyone in South Dakota's problem. And we need everyone to get on it.
I'm on it.
I'm on it. I'm on it too.
Now, universally mocked on the social media networks for I need to get on it. We need to get on it. I'm on it. Do you think this reverse? I'm not quite sure. It's not reverse psychology, but it's kind of saying it's a double entendre of I'm on it. I'm on the problem, but I'm on it. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm on meth is what the first one said. Then the other one says meth. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of things I noticed. One is that use of the flat key from an untuned piano, but this played very, very loud. It's reminiscent of the things that both of us have bought, which is these sound makers that are used in some classrooms to get attention.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah, I have the big Zenergy chime right here.
Yeah, Zenergy. Anyway, so they're playing that note.
Yeah,
get you jacked up or get your attention. It does get your attention. It does work.
It sure does.
And then they bring this up. I just think it was a completely stupid campaign. I hope you have something more than that, because I just think it was an amateur hour from some agency up there in South Dakota. Hey, we could be as good as New York. We can do this sort of thing. And it's slick. It's not a sleazy production. It's nice,
well done.
Ad.
Well done.
It's the messaging that's the problem.
I hate to disappoint, but I don't have anything else. I just thought, oh my God, am I missing something? Is this some new strategy that will really work?
It got a lot of attention. If that's the idea, then it did work.
Yes, this is a good point.
Why are we talking about it? So we're talking about it because it worked.
Yeah.
That's what you have to assume. It's like those ads, you see a really funny ad. I always like to do this. Like to do it with the kids. You get a really great ad on television, everyone's watching it, and then the ad's over, and you immediately ask them what the ad was for, and they can't name
remember.
the
They
advertiser.
can't name it. They can't name the car brand or anything. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those slick ads usually don't work very well. They win prizes. You win a what do you
win
win?
A little trophy.
Don't you win? What is the thing in France? The festival, the Lions Festival. The Lions Festival.
Yeah, there you go.
The Lions Festival.
So the ad got attention, so I guess maybe it did work, and they just have to. Unfortunately, to be the humorless in their state. Well, it was a waste of money.